Yo, what's happening? It's your boy T-Mo Goodie represent 1-4 for Goodie Mob. Yeah.
What's up? This Big Rube.
Yo, what's up? It's Cool Joe Goodie.
What's happening? This Southside CeeLo, and we just jumped off the porch with the Dirty Glove Bastards.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Roof.
She fire hot. Chicken coop in the cat house. No flatbacks, big pack.
All right, so we got the legendary Goodie Mob off the porch with us today, man.
Real
Hey, man,
This is an honor for me to have you guys sitting on the porch, man. So I thank you guys for coming by today, man.
pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, so, man, what are we on? Year 26?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, we rolling up on it.
Yeah.
And counting.
Yeah, and counting. That's what I'm saying. We're still going, still relevant. Did you guys ever imagine when you first put out Soul Food that, man, 25, 26 years later, still be in high demand, still be creating, still be relevant, considering all these changes that's happened in this crazy rap game?
I mean, I think we kind of thought that we would still be at least relevant. You know what I'm talking about with songs like Cell Therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's resonating with the youth right now.
Yeah.
And I got to shout out Travis Scott, you know what I'm saying? 5% Tent. He went all the way back and pulled that Cell Therapy beat out. And I know he was listening to the lyrics too.
Oh, yeah.
So relevant, yeah, with a song like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What y'all think?
It's possible for things to last longer when you love something as much as we love it.
True that.
Yeah, how did that, guys, make you feel for Travis Scott to kind of reintroduce that song to a whole new generation who may not have been aware of Goodie Mob, man?
It was an honor. Yeah, it was an honor. He hot right now. A lot of kids love Travis Scott. I actually like his music too. Really hot. Really cool artist. And for him to embrace us like that, man, it was special.
Yeah,
Fact.
absolutely. And just talk about the passion that you guys have for music. When we think of Goodie Mob, we don't think of it, you guys were doing this as a hustle. Like, this is what you guys were born to do. This is what if you guys weren't even being paid, I feel like you'd still be making music.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. So how deep does that passion go for you guys?
I mean, I say what? Like you say, we were born to do this. I think it was from the beginning, a time with us. We always loved music, all four of us. I know I'm speaking for my behalf. I grew up around one of the baddest marching bands in the whole wide world that the world ever seen before. And that's Mars Brown College Band. Marching Wolverine 100. Used to take over the Macy's Day Parade every year, Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That's my alma mater, third generation. So it's embedded in me to be on the beat.
Yeah.
That's T-Mo. Go ahead, bro.
I love that.
I feel that.
Come on, keep it.
I would say this, man. I would say that we really did, at the beginning of this, we really did go into the studio with a head to know that we wanted to make sure that once 20 years went by, we were still able to do the lyrics. I think if you listen to our lyrics, people always said we never rap like our age. We always rap like we were older. Well, if you're thinking about it now, everything that we rap, we feel right on time with it right now.
Yeah.
So Soul Food, it feels like a brand new album, even when we perform those records, because we never wrote those records in an adolescent mind frame.
Yeah, I feel that. What keeps you guys inspired today to keep creating?
The success of our brothers, the success of seeing CeeLo go from being CeeLo to a pop star, the success of seeing Joe being able to drop a book, the success of T-Mo being able to have a dance school, the success of us being able to do another Goodie Mob album with Organized Noise. It's divine.
Yeah. It's truly a blessing for you guys to even still be creating for us fans who grew up on this music too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And talk to us about music's influence on the youth, man. How big of an impact does the music have on the kids that listen to it?
It's funny you say that, because just today, me and one of my brothers were just talking about how the new term is shooter in the rap music. Shooter, and it's like the kids are doing that right now. It's a lot of shooting going on right now. And why that's being promoted to the youth so much right now, I can't explain it, because I think right now, the times that we're going through guaranteed gonna pass us by. Ain't no doubt about that. It won't last forever. But right now, I think Goodie Mob's message in the music is so relevant, so necessary. I mean, we starting to get shows. People want us to come through every day. Every single day we wake up, my manager hitting us with somebody want to hear what we got to say. And I just feel like it ain't just the fact that they love Goodie Mob. It's like they want that alternative, because ain't nobody else trying to tell nobody nothing in the music right now. Big up the little baby right now doing the record with Kurt Franklin. I like the record. Yeah. I heard the record one morning. I kept saying, damn, that sound like Lil Baby. And then next thing I know, they said, you know, that Lil Baby. I said, oh man, that's a hot record. So I salute him for trying to carry the young generation, you know, to another field, to another playing field, to another plateau musically. You know what I mean? He's not trying to keep them in one box. So I like that, and I big up the younger generation, especially Lil Baby.
Well said, OG. Well said.
Do you kind of, it feels like the wrong message is being pushed purposely, or is that just what's popular at the time?
That's the world we're living in.
Right.
That's the world we're living in right now. The pandemic has really put fire on a lot of stuff. You know, it's people having to learn how to live again. People been sitting at home for a year, so it's adjusting to getting back in society. And I think a lot of people are walking outside with a lot of anxiety. So I think it's a lot of, you know, it's a sadness, it's a reaction. So with that being said, sometimes it takes music to calm the beast. And I think in a minute you're gonna start seeing that they're gonna have to change the message, because it's gonna get even more dangerous. And it's gonna be dangerous for them too.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Well said.
Facts.
You know, we just had the 1 year anniversary of George Floyd's murder.
Damn, it been that long?
Yep.
How would you guys compare, you know, the state the U.S. is in as far as the racism today compared to 20, 30 years ago when you guys were growing up?
Man, it's still here. It ain't changed. I come into contact with it daily. Daily. I see it. I feel it daily. You know, it's real. You know what I mean? And I just think that the purpose of what we're doing with our music is so great right now, and it feels so good to have this, you know, this platform to actually try to tell somebody something and to try to show people that we ain't just know any type of group gonna come out and say any type of thing. And it ain't purposely done. I swear, man, it just come out just like this, man. I don't know, I'm just regular. You know what I mean? We just regular people from Southwest Atlanta, like, you know, say 8 miles up the road, right up here, Martin Luther King, straight out MLK. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's us, but God uses us to say these types of things, because we, like I said, it's not on purpose that we together, but it happened because it was meant to happen. We rap about what we rap about because that's what naturally comes out of us. We ain't trying to do it. It's just the way it naturally comes. These man sing like that because it's natural. You're not trying to be nobody else. You know what I mean? It's just that's the way we come out. So right now, I feel like with the way society is, with the music and what people are saying, I can't knock people for saying what they say or for speaking what they live or what they encounter on a daily basis. I can't knock that. I mean, if that's what you seeing it, you rapping about it, it's the fact that don't allow these radio stations and television stations and YouTubes and all that stuff to promote or to make the negative genre of music or the negative side of what hip hop looks like bigger than the positive side. Yeah. Balance them out. You know what I'm saying? Balance them out at least. Balance them out at the least. You don't. I mean, it shouldn't be a balance because you don't want to be harmed. You don't want a violent encounter going to the store tonight, going to the gas station. You don't want nobody to run up on you with a pistol. Neither do I. You know what I mean? We don't want that. But so we had to stop talking about all these guns and toting guns and running up on folks and making that look like, making kids think that that's the thing to do. Fool, you about to destroy your life doing this forever. You going to jail 20, 30 years. You ain't gonna know life at all, but, you know, institution. That's it. You know what I mean? So we need to make that message bigger than it is right now. We need to give what we saying more energy. You know what I mean? Put more fuel behind it. And it's happening, slowly but surely. It's happening.
See, when we first came out, our concerts we had different types of people from different ethnicity come to our shows. You know what I'm saying? Some shows, man, it was a lot of white folk out there, more black people, more white people than black folk. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with the music, man. You know what I mean? Because we was able to travel to California, you know what I mean, and gain territory. People could listen to our music and see that we weren't on that. You know what I mean? We was just some down south southern brothers from East Point, Southwest Atlanta, Northwest Atlanta, and we was just trying to put Atlanta on the map. South was already on the map. You know what I mean? We were just trying to put that flag up for Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, it started with the music, man. A lot of people they showed us love, man, because we weren't talking about killing our own folk in the music. We weren't talking about lyrical genocide. We weren't doing that. You know what I mean? So, and you spoke about as far as like the racism. I mean, like I said, when you got good music and people just trying to learn and feel out each other, you know, so you don't have to worry about all this madness out here. But you got craziness going on in the music right now. I mean, this gangster music wasn't even like that. NWA wasn't even like that. And they were the most gangsters to come out. So now you got to be even more gangster than NWA, for real. Yeah. And now you're killing each other. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Goodie Mob, man, soul food, man. Boy, survival kit. Music is our survival kit. If it wasn't for the music, we'd probably be somewhere else, or probably in somebody's house doing something, or in somebody's car doing something. You know what I mean? Or running out of somewhere with something. You know what I mean?
Facts.
In the bayou with something, trying to sell something to somebody. You know what I mean? But like the music, that was our West Haven, man. You know what I'm saying? The dungeon, hey, that was our West Haven, man, for misfits. Like Dre say, man, we was misfits trying to fit in.
Yep, that's true, man.
Found each other in the process.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
And talk about the creation of Survival Kit, man. It's been a while since you guys had, locked in for a full album, man.
It's true.
Who made that first call? It's like, hey, y'all see what's going on here, man. It's time.
Man.
We talked to Yoda, man. We all was on the phone during that time once the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And it's so hard that we just started taking the conversation and then Organized Noise said, well, since we on lockdown, let's just go in the studio and just start putting some of our conversations down. And what's so funny about it that we recorded the album right up the street from this actual location.
Right up the street.
Oh, really?
So we made sure that we didn't record the album downtown Atlanta because we wanted to go back and feel what it felt like in the old gym. So we got off in the hole and in the woods, man, and I think we created Survival Kit in about 2 months. You know what I mean? And I really feel like it's some of our greatest work. Because even with listening to Survival Kit, you know that this record gonna survive another 20 years. People just they hadn't caught up to it yet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's growing every day. So for me, I know that we did what we were supposed to do.
Yep. How has the feedback been from the fans since it's been out?
Oh man, they think they feel like it's a soul food album.
Yep.
That's what they really been comparing it to, and people be telling me, man, awesome. This is just our first independent album that we've ever did with Organized Noise. You know what I mean? So with independent music, it just takes a little bit longer, but we here for the long haul. We good with it. You know what I mean? We ain't in no hurry. You know what I'm saying? You can't rush perfection anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, Survival Kit, man. Music is our survival kit.
Yeah. What's you guys' thoughts on the streaming era that we're in compared to CD sales? What you guys were, going gold on.
Crazy.
500,000 people actually going to the store and purchasing these albums.
Right.
Now they can just stream right there on their phone.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. But we gotta accept, we gotta accept technology and we gotta accept, the way life is right now. And life is streaming music right now. All these streaming platforms, that's what it is. We gotta roll with the times. I wish we could go back to selling CDs. Man, there's a lot of money being made off of that type of stuff. A lot of money.
Yeah, because CDs was for $19.
You had
$19.99.
something physical, something you can hold, something tangible. Your computer crash, what you gonna do? Oh well.
Yep.
Cell phone break. Oh, can't listen to that no more.
I don't know though, but one thing I can say, you know, listening to Baby's conversation with Cash Money, he said there's more money in this once you get your music on the streaming services. So, you know, if I look at the kids today, like the kids are making more money than we ever made in the first 1 or 2 albums. They're getting millions of dollars solidly. You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. Most of these kids were millionaires, and most of them just sit home during the pandemic. It was like nothing to do. You know what I mean? So with that being said, Goodie Mob came in a time where we went from tapes to CDs. Now we're in the digital world. Now for me, I feel like that's kind of like we broken the ceiling.
Oh, we came from the reels.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't even digital.
Yeah, it was digital.
Reels.
So I mean, if you think about it now, us putting the album out right now in this time, we broke the ceiling on saying that people from that time can't do records now and they can't resonate. That's not true. Because our first two, we got one video on BET just spinning for 3 months. We got 2 or 3 of our records off our records that was played all over the world right now. So for me personally, I think that it was a great response to us, to where we are. You know what I mean? The survival kit. It was a great response to what we up against. But I think we beat that game.
Yeah.
Because we on the other side of that now. We actually get streaming checks. So again, that lets you know that age means nothing. Good music means everything.
Facts.
One good thing about streaming though, all you gotta do is hit the button.
You can record something tonight and put it out
All you gotta do
tonight.
is hit the
Tonight.
button. No, I'm talking about
Yeah,
like
that's
if
real.
somebody wanna hear your album.
Oh, okay.
All you gotta do is just hit the button. I don't like that. You already hit it, buddy.
Counts as a stream.
Hey, but it's a stream. Thank you. Appreciate your service. That's the good thing about it, man. I mean, like you said, man, we done transcend a lot of technology, man, and still able to do it at a higher velocity like we do it. You know what I mean? Hell, we've been here 25 years doing it. It's our 23rd year anniversary of still standing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, all the flowers are coming in, man. The flowers are coming in.
Thanks.
Yeah, and even talk about, what it took to market your music back then before the internet. Nowadays, you can just record yourself, upload it to Instagram, you can go viral then.
Yeah.
Back then, it wasn't like that. You had to be out there pushing and working these records, meeting these DJs, meeting the fans.
Yeah.
Street teams.
Yep.
But that's like the 3 ways that you come in. You come in either by way of love, by competition, or by the convenience. You know what I'm saying? So the love of the thing, this generation, they miss out on that engagement. You know what I mean? They miss out on that emotion because they don't have to get it's the physical part. I mean, like going out and seeking it. And I mean the other fourth is fanship. It's how much you love a thing. You know what I'm saying? I think we still, as much as we've been able to do in the industry, there's plenty of taller giants that we still look up to. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? All of the things that inspired us are still beyond, like our ability. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So you have to always be humbled in that. You know what I mean? So just the experience of going through and discovering, wax. I used to pull out wax and look at the back and the credits and, I always tell this story about I used to think that the length of the songs were the times of day that they recorded the song. You know what I mean? Wow. 3, 4 times. Okay, they were good. Okay. So y'all remember the big Tower Records? You know what I'm saying? Tower Records. We got to give a shout out to Theo, man, Super Sound. He was our small black business, Tower Records. He was our George Jefferson of music in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Theo and Super Sound. You know what I'm saying? On the south side. But yeah, I missed that, man. You know what I mean? And because you had to go and find it. So it was like discovery. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I
Shout out to Tobago too, man, over there on Riverdale. They got a record shop too over there. It's called DBS Sounds.
Yeah, on Highway 85.
Still got wax up in there, man. So few giants left, man, but they still beating their chest.
So the spirit of competition, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we were so unique in our own right as the entire collective Dungeon family. Fortunately, we never, it wasn't really about competition between us or towards anyone else. Like, we had our own unique thing. You know what I mean? and we were able to like coexist as opposed to compete. You know what I mean? But the spirit of competition still remained because we knew that we had counterparts, that may have, you oversight or you just don't know. You're just ignorant to the fact that there's talent in the South if you're from New York or you're from elsewhere. So like we definitely, had that wore that as a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? And then also in today's generation, it's the other way, the convenience. It's just so easy to do because like the bar's been set so low. Like anybody can rap. You know what I'm saying? And that affects the quality of a thing. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's all.
Absolutely. Yeah, that goes
Not
back
not the quantity of a thing. Quantity not a problem. Quality may be a problem.
Yeah, that goes back to it being a hustle versus being a passion.
Right.
Too. Yeah.
I just thought I'd elaborate on that a little bit more.
Yeah. You guys achieved so much success at a young age. Was it easy adjusting to that fame, being that you guys were so young? Coming straight out of, Southwest Atlanta, too.
It was a slow roll, man. Like I said, our first album was solidifying ourselves in the hip hop industry, and then we had to do it again with still standing. You know what I mean? So we were still fighting to be accepted. You know what I mean? So, the fame and all that, we weren't even really worried about that, man. We was just representing. Hopefully we could say our verses and don't forget our verses on stage. You know what I mean? As far as, the success or whatever, but I think that comes along when you're wearing that legendary thing that people call you. I think that's when that success thing really sets in, though.
To be honest, even after all the time, I don't personally feel famous.
Yeah,
How y'all feel about this shit? I don't look at it like that. I feel very fortunate, but not really famous.
I still can leave out my house.
I feel notable and recognizable. You know what I'm saying? But not famous.
Okay, I got you.
After I bought my third G5, G4, I just forgot all about fame. That's exactly what you got.
I was out there that day.
What is Big Rube really like, man? Is he as what we expect Big Rube to be like?
Big Rube is the whiz. He the man that say, the color is green. That's him, the big man. I don't know. Now, Big Rube, he like he's our like a life coach. You know what I'm saying? Like he's much like how his character is perceived. You know what I'm saying? Like he's omnipresent. Big Rube's always there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
But stern, very smart, serious individual, but big and lovable. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like he the first homie that was that really invested. He started it all. It started with him. He bought the first drum machine. Am I right? Yeah. Big Rube was getting to the little money. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's what he did.
And he drew the logos.
Yeah.
For Outkast
And Goodie Mob.
and Goodie Mob.
That's wild.
So man, that's a
Big Rube was Forrest Gump. His whole life is an amazing story, man.
Nah, for real.
multi-talented, bro.
Definitely.
Multi-talented, bro. Especially when he do that spoken word. I don't think nobody can fuck with that boy on that, man.
Not at all.
Nobody.
It's been 20 plus years. No one's even come close to matching him on that.
But you remember on 21 Savage album, he wrote that thing for Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
The intro for, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he wrote all those,
Yeah,
right?
you feel me, man? So I'm like, oh wow. So yeah, bro. He definitely blossomed, man.
Yeah. Just to write something that Morgan Freeman narrates anyway, that's
That's
It's
awesome, bro.
amazing.
it's amazing. It's
I'm
probably
glad
not
you
even the
brought attention to
highlight
that.
of his career either.
I'm glad you brought attention to that. I was so impressed.
That's awesome.
I was so impressed by that. I was like, damn, look at my guy. Man.
Do you think the world was ready for a world party when you guys put this out?
No.
No, you know what? I don't
But-
think they were ready for us. I don't think they was ready for us to chill out.
Right.
I don't think they wanted to see us. I don't think they wanted to see us have a good time.
Because there's some great records on that project.
It's our most commercially successful album.
Yeah, it outsold, it's still standing and sold food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Told everything.
And sonically,
Critically
man, that shit
acclaimed.
sound great. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? We went to Japan. Japan on that damn.
Yeah, it was a great album.
It was literally a world party on there. Do you think people were trying to just box you in though? Like,
Definitely.
we want you to be on this conscious wave. We don't want to hear your party music from you guys.
That's all.
We kind of started feeling that way on tour, man. I mean, we was on tour. I remember the last tour we had. We was on tour with Luke Skywalker and Cash Money, and I mean,
Every night.
It was just like the vibe was changing. It was a change, and it was no problem. I mean, that's hip hop, you know what I mean? But during that time, it was like you could see the rise of No Limit, the rise of Cash Money, and you gotta respect that, man. And Fresh, man, come on, KLC, the Dog, the Beats by the Pound, they had that sound, they had that lingo right there. So it's like, nah, it was about us trying to figure out how to really break into certain areas, you know, places like New York and places like that, you know, just to have more up-tempo music at the time.
Right.
Because I remember just being in the club in New York and, you know, hearing Juvenile bag that thing up, and I'm like, wow, like they broke that ceiling, you know what I mean? Like to have a record that everybody really played with up north. So no, that was our goal, trying to just make sure that we was trying to reach more people at the time, because we felt like we had built enough. We was ready to party. We were ready to get some goddamn, you know, get the mushroom tip worked on.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that Kanye West produced a song with that album. A song called Rebuilding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he didn't come in there with the record. D-Dot came in there with the music. The mad rapper.
Shout out to Derek D-Dot Angeletti.
He did. DJ Muggs did a great one for us.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Muggs did Inshallah.
Oh, man. Muggs did that one?
Yeah. DJ Muggs did a great one. We walked around New York, had a good time, walked all across Central Park with Muggs and recorded at his spot on Houston Street. So that was a great memory doing that.
Yeah, a little fun fact.
But we spent a lot of money on Get Rich This though. Shit. We spent a lot of money.
How much?
And that record's
$1 million.
The tickets?
Yeah.
So who got rich to that song? Who'd you guys have to pay?
What does?
Yeah, that's when the director was. That's when they were getting that's when they had the game by the balls. You know, all the
Hype Williams was getting like $1 million video shoots.
You know, and it was like you wasn't hot unless you had one of them directors. You know, we've been through all the phases of hip hop, man. We really watched hip hop come up out of little clubs like Kaya. And the first time we was ever on the radio, we was on 89.3 and Little 5 Points. So we really have come from the bottom of this thing to be sitting at the pinnacle of it. You know, this man got Grammys, we Grammy nominated. You know, we
Georgia
recorded
Music Hall of Fame.
Georgia Music Hall of Fame. We performed everywhere all over the world. So if you think about it, we was to look back right now, we had a good life. We had a good life. There's a lot of people been working since we've been out of high school, and Lord Jesus, I wouldn't have made it in that career field. So I'm glad God gave us music.
Say that.
Amen.
Amen.
So if we're to go to a Goodie Mob show today, man, what records kind of get the best reactions here in 2021?
All of them, really. Which one y'all say? Cell Therapy?
Or how do you even narrow down your set list? You guys got so many classic
This
songs.
guy right here.
We do different variable sets. You know what I mean? I got a couple of go-to ones. Pull out the G14. It's just balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always have always opened up with Goodie Bag. You know what I'm saying? It's a great opener. It was either that one, well, before that, when we first started coming out, we opened up with See You When I See You. You know what I mean? That's a great opener, too. I gotta say, one of my personal favorites, I ain't even on the record, man, but I love to watch Get Through Black Ice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and we such a crew, we come from the Old Testament, you know what I mean? So, like, I like to back him up, like, you know what I mean? Like, we still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all our ad-libs, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I like that synergy. I like that, you know what I mean? Like, interlocked, you know what I mean? One, you know what I'm saying? Unison. You know, that's the, you know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? To be a crew, I live for that shit. So, like,
Black Ice is one of them records. I'm like, I want to push that forward. I want to push that line on that. Like, yeah, nigga, like what? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Ain't nobody bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, that shit. I'm ready to go perform. You know what I'm saying?
I like that Fly Away, man. It's between between They Don't Dance No More and Fly Away. You know, we do Fly Away as an encore. We haven't really been putting that in the show lately, but lately it's been like an encore song, really. But yeah, that Fly Away, boy, yeah, you gotta let them know where you're from on that one right there, man.
Thought process feels good too.
Thought process feels good. Special education feels good. Offset feels good.
You guys got to be doing 60-minute shows, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We can get what they want.
Yeah, we ain't even talking. I mean, we ain't even win for goddamn shooter. You got shooter.
You gotta do that. That's a good one to come out on too.
What?
Offset.
Well, you better not say that. You know how much I love that.
I do too. I'm right there with you.
Some of y'all could have seen Bob in Vegas. He was like, Lord, Jesus. I ain't know I was gonna see that.
Yes, sir. It's a little inside bag.
Yeah.
Got you.
Nah, but it's a well woven set. It's a nice flow. You know what I mean? Like from beginning to end. You know, like and it you know, the placement put emphasis, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, on what the emotion should be, you know, at that point in the show. You know what I mean? You know, I look at it like vital signs, you know, the straight line, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a such thing as a hit parade. You know what I mean? Like you can go to an Outkast show, it's like bam, 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 bam. It's like damn. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of come across like a like a stream of consciousness, like a continuous line, right? But I like our vibe to be like, you know, up and down. And so you feel me, like it's wavy. You know what I'm saying? You know, and in terms of the vital sign, when it's up and down, it's alive. When it's straight line, it's dead. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, you know, unless you got them hits. You know what I'm saying? We seen, like, you know, when we went to watch DMX, something like God Bless the Dead, so we went to watch him. We just was all together at South by Southwest year before last, and it was just like, he put us on an amazing show. You know what I mean?
Back to back.
And notice as they put on, because he continues. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know?
Did you guys ever get the opportunity to work with DMX?
Nah, man. That was like my third time meeting him that year.
Really?
That year we was together, yeah.
No, but if you really look at DMX is the epitome of the Northern Goodie Mob. He never fit into what was cool. He always did DMX. So we were very, 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 very much fans of each other.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That would have been crazy if you guys
Definitely.
were collab on something. Man.
Definitely.
What's your guys' thoughts on all the changes the city of Atlanta has gone through these last 20, 30 years?
Awesome, man. Like one thing I like that belt. Is it the belt line?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a nice addition, man. It's like a trail where people can walk. You know what I'm saying? And then while you walking through that trail, they got art going on the walls, and then they got places you can go sit and eat, man. I mean, they blowing that damn thing out, man. You know what I mean? They making it look really good. I don't know what they got planned or something. They might be about to do something, but they're definitely drawing people down here with the new stuff they done start doing. You know what I mean?
I like that the vibe is still here. Good.
What?
I just like that the vibe's still
right,
here.
yeah.
I mean, the youngins carrying the torch as far as music is concerned. I mean, just real estate and, you know, and growth, you know what I mean? It's just, it's phenomenal what Atlanta has done and what Atlanta has become, you know what I mean?
That's
You
the
feel
word
me?
of growth.
Yeah.
Word of growth.
Go ahead, though.
Like Lo said, music has taken this city into another place where no other city has did what Atlanta has done beside New York. And I feel like the reason what I'm saying is every side of this town has a mega superstar, from rap to singing, producers. Like it's so great to see the fruits of our labor just really turn into such a kingdom where everybody has had a taste of that cup of success from music. So
Say
that's
that,
what
OG.
makes
That shit sounded good, didn't it?
great. You know, but at the same time, you got to take your hat off to what Tyler Perry has done. You know, that place that he's made his home, we used to go on that military base to buy clothes and food. So for that man to own a military base and turn that into somewhere where he can create his films, that is totally awesome.
Right.
You know, we never thought that anybody black would own that place. You gotta understand, that was the command center of the armed forces, meaning that base controlled every branch of the military. So for him to be able to own such a very prominent property in this city, that's awesome. And also for the city to also, as far as our business, it's great that our business, some of these artists have now turned into real business people. And we are controlling our government. We help flip this state. And we're not saying that we're gonna stay what color. We don't know what color. We just gonna make sure that the black empowerment stays in the city of Atlanta.
Facts.
And going to the music scene, how do you think Atlanta has been able to have this 20-year run? Because even New York, I don't think they had 20 years when they were on top. What is it about the city of Atlanta that just produces so much talent here, year after year after year?
Strip club culture. As long as the strip clubs are open, these artists have a place to go and let people hear their music before the audience. And if you can take your record out of the studio and go into a strip club and get the natural reaction from people, you have an advantage over those that don't understand the culture.
And then plus it ain't as hard to get on like it was back then. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, I remember trying to call Priority Records. Goddamn, Death Row Records. I mean, just trying to get on, you know what I mean? It was a real tight fraternity, bro. They wouldn't let just anybody in there. And now, since, I mean, Outkast, you know what I mean? And like I said, I give it up to the ones that came before us, like Kilo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Raheem the Dream. I mean, Troy.
Sammy Sam.
Sammy Sam.
D-Rock.
Shit, Chris Cross. You know what I mean?
Jermaine
The
Dupri.
thing that Jermaine Dupri, right? But the
Dallas.
thing about it is, with L.A. Reid and Arista Records, you know what I'm saying? The whole world was able to hear us, and I guess they wanted to hear more people like us. You know what I mean? So the floodgates was open. You know what I mean? The talent was already here, bubbling, just looking for that outlet. Once that glass ceiling was broke, man, hey man, the floodgates open up now. Everybody come on, what you got, man? And I think that's just what it is right now, man.
And we never hated on the new era.
Right.
You can see Dungeon Family's DNA in every era of every era of rap music since we came out. If it's not one of us, they had Low was damn near on every hook before T-Pain. It was Low.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You know, so when I look at Cujo and I look at Timo, like all of us have done so many other different things, so much music, and when you look at it from just an artist standpoint, as long as we could say, like Timo always had a great relationship with T.I. He always was with T.I. Like I always had a great relationship like with Trinidad James and with all the artists. We never shunned the artists of Atlanta in no kind of way. We accepted them in every kind of way. So I think that was the greatest.
And they all showed our approval at one time or another.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
I'm just glad that we just set a bar of being the best. If you're gonna do something, be the best at it. And I think, you know, to see the success of the kids and the people now, like, it's awesome to know that it's so many millionaires from music in this city. Because there's no other city like this.
Yeah, you guys are definitely leaving the music scene in Atlanta at a way better place than when you entered it.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Yeah. What do you think Goodie Mob's legacy is? I know we're not done. You guys are still going strong.
You gotta always remember, if you go even to the book, the Bible, the prophets were never famous. They was always with the people. That's gonna be our legacy. We were the same as the music that you heard.
What's next for Goodie Mob? 2021 and beyond.
Surprise, man.
Goodie Mob is the ordinary, extraordinary gentleman.
Ordinary, extraordinary.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's next for Goodie Mob?
He ready to see a lot more of
TV
us.
shows, movies, film. That's next. It's coming in the near future.
And we going back to Vegas. Low took us the first time. We gonna go back again, goddammit. We going to Vegas. We gonna go back together. We gotta go back to Vegas. I think that's one thing we gotta go back to Vegas. You know what I mean? So that and hey, them opening up the THC for the South. That's the next thing, man. Black wealth. If it's not black, if it's not THC, then it's the take word.
And then currently, like, we're still supporting and pushing the new project, Survival Kid. I think the next single off that is Back to Back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's the one you wanted. Yeah. Get that one off. You're very sexy. Okay? Yeah.
Did you guys already shoot the video for it?
No. You gotta shoot what?
Might shoot it tonight.
We're shooting.
Come on. Got a porch for you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Back to back.
Any last words, guys, before we wrap it up here?
Any last word?
Survival kid, man.
Y'all get out there and buy that Survival Kit. Get out there and buy that South Saying Something by T-Mo Goodie. It's still out there, man, on the record shelves, man. It's going hard, y'all. It's going hard.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, we gotta get that survival kit. And man, you gotta pick up your gift goodies, man. We're doing that
Yeah.
all over the world. National distribution, man.
Hello.
Come on, man. Holla at me.
Y'all hit us up on IG, man. Goodie Mob on IG. Cujo Goodie on IG. KHUJOGOODIE on IG. You know what I'm saying? We on Facebook, man. Y'all get at us, man.
No last words, but in closing, we like to say, man, you know, we love the love, man. We love the love. Thank y'all for all the support, man, for the last 26 years. Almighty Goodie Mob B. Southside,
Yeah.
DF to the last breath.
Last breath, so.
She fire hot. Chicken coop in the cat house. No flatbacks, big pancakes.